Enjoy this fall's The Voice Season 28 viewing party with Kelly Clarkson's recipe for the Blake Shelton. It's a fun drink that anybody can make. Seth Meyers' Late Night airs on NBC weeknights at 12:35/11:35 and the next day on Peacock. In 2018, during the Stronger Singers Day drinking on Late Night with Seth Meyers, the former voice coach was put through a battery of tests, including a cognitive evaluation, but she also got to hear Seth Meyers' inebriated version of "Since You've Been Gone," as well as some amusing rooftop antics. Clarkson and Meyers crafted themed cocktails for each other prior to everything else. Clarkson opted for a sufficiently potent cocktail to honor her then-coworker Blake Shelton, while the Simon Cowell and the Grammy, referring to Meyers' grandmother, not the prize, were options. A reference to Gwen Stefani, Shelton's future wife, was even included in her powerfully made drink. Here is how Clarkson described the recipe to Meyers, albeit she did not give exact amounts. Since he is from the South, we crafted bourbon varieties such as Tennessee whiskey and Southern Comfort. For brief moments, he's at ease, Clarkson said. And then we're going to throw in, because he's dating Gwen Stefani, some bananas. Seth and Kelly Clarkson Go Day Drinking took place on February 1, 2018, and featured Kelly Clarkson and Seth Meyers. Credit, NBC/Lloyd Bishop. Oh, you're gonna shake the bananas? As the host of the Kelly Clarkson Show tossed the fruit pieces and 3 liquors into the shaker, Meyers inquired. Yes, you gotta get the Southern Comfort all over there, she added, raising her glass to Gwen Stefani. Was the drink tasty then? Not clear. Oh my. Meyers slammed to the counter and took another gulp before asking, "What are you doing later?" "Oh my God," declared Clarkson. "I could use some toothpaste." Yum. During an interview with the Kelly Clarkson Show in 2019, Meyers and Clarkson discussed their drinking day again, and Clarkson inquired as to whether he recalled anything from it. "I remember being drunk enough that I thought I was hitting all those notes," he exclaimed. "I think I could have done it if you weren't looking right at me." He continued by saying something even more indicative of how great the day had been. "I feel terrible, I recall telling my producer after you departed. I completely forgot to bid Kelly farewell," Meyers reflected. "And he said, you have said goodbye to her twice, and each time you said the exact same thing, as if the first time hadn't happened." Clarkson chuckled, but then she said she'd been through something similar. "I believe we were both involved in that, though," she remarked. "Just because I told my people that. It was as if I had said goodbye and been polite and respectable all at once. And my spouse said, why don't we just go?" Kelly Clarkson, the powerhouse singer and longtime The Voice coach, has proven time and time again that she's not just a force in the music industry, she's also a natural on the small screen, bringing her humor, charm, and down-to-earth personality to a wide array of interviews and appearances. Recently, Clarkson brought her unique blend of wit and creativity to the Late Night Show with Seth Meyers, where she made a delightful cocktail inspired by 2 of her fellow The Voice coaches, Blake Shelton and Gwen Stefani. In a hilarious and fun segment on the show, Clarkson surprised Seth Meyers with a Blake and Gwen-themed cocktail, a nod to the real-life romance between the country music star, Blake Shelton, and the pop icon, Gwen Stefani. The cocktail was not only a delicious concoction but also an embodiment of the quirky, playful relationship these 2 iconic artists share. Clarkson, who has built an impressive career as both a singer and a talk show host, took the opportunity to merge her 2 passions, music and entertaining, in the most entertaining way possible. As always, she delivered a mixture of comedy and creativity that left both Seth Meyers and the audience laughing. The Blake and Gwen-themed cocktail, a fun and flirty creation. Kelly Clarkson's Blake and Gwen-themed cocktail wasn't just a drink, it was a fun story in a glass. Seth Meyers, who is no stranger to Clarkson's playful sense of humor, seemed thrilled by the idea. Clarkson began by explaining the inspiration behind the cocktail, saying, "I thought, why not make a drink that captures the essence of Blake and Gwen country charm with a bit of pop flair?" Clarkson, known for her country roots as well as her crossover success in pop music, said she wanted to create something that reflected the dynamic between Blake and Gwen, two people with completely different musical backgrounds but who complement each other perfectly. "It's like the best of both worlds, kind of like this cocktail," Clarkson said. She described it as a combination of both Blake's laid-back country style and Gwen's vibrant, bold pop persona. The cocktail itself had layers of flavor that were just as lively as the personalities behind it. Clarkson started by mixing whiskey, a nod to Blake's country roots, with bright, citrusy flavors that reflected Gwen's pop edge. She added some sparkling soda for a refreshing twist, topped it off with a splash of cranberry juice to give it a vibrant red color symbolizing the couple's fiery chemistry, and garnished it with a fresh sprig of mint. The end result was a drink that captured the essence of the couple, something unexpected with bold flavors and a fun, light-hearted touch. "This is a little bit country, a little bit pop, and a whole lot of love," Clarkson quipped as she handed Myers the finished cocktail. Clarkson's hilarious commentary on Blake and Gwen. Throughout the segment, Clarkson kept the jokes coming, lightheartedly poking fun at her fellow The Voice coaches while still celebrating their relationship. As Myers sipped the drink, Clarkson joked, "Blake's gonna be mad he didn't get to try this first." She went on to reflect on the dynamic between Blake and Gwen, noting how their personalities complement each other so well, both on and off the Voice stage. "You've got Blake, who's all about the country vibes, he's a big old teddy bear, and then you've got Gwen, who's this incredible force of nature with the pop queen vibes. It's like peanut butter and jelly, but cooler. I love them both," Clarkson said, laughing. She went on to reminisce about the early days of Blake and Gwen's romance, recalling the times when their relationship was just budding. "I remember when they first got together and we all joked about how opposites attract. But the truth is, they're perfect together," Clarkson continued. "Blake's got this laid-back, chill country vibe, and Gwen's Stephanie, she's just full of energy and style. It's like when a rock star meets a country boy. The drink is their relationship in a glass." Myers laughed along, playfully commenting that the drink was so refreshing and might just have magical matchmaking powers, just like the unlikely pairing of Blake and Gwen. The significance of the cocktail. While it was clearly all in fun, Kelly Clarkson's Blake and Gwen-themed cocktail was a fitting tribute to the two coaches and their relationship. Both Blake and Gwen have built their careers by transcending genres and defying expectations, Blake as the quintessential country star with his deep, gravelly voice and Gwen as the pop queen who helped define the 90s and 2000s with her unique blend of punk rock, pop and ska. Their unlikely romance has been celebrated by fans for years now, especially since they started working together on The Voice. Their chemistry was undeniable, and it didn't take long for fans to start speculating about their real-life connection. The couple, who met on the show, went on to become one of the most beloved pairs in the music industry. As for Clarkson, she's had a front-row seat to their relationship, not just as a fellow coach on The Voice, but also as a friend who's watched their bond grow. Her own marriage to Brandon Blackstock and experience raising a family has given her a unique perspective on relationships, which she often shares in her candid interviews and social media posts. Clarkson's playful and sincere commentary about Blake and Gwen shows just how much she respects and admires their relationship. A fun moment of connection and humor. For Seth Meyers, the moment was a lighthearted reprieve from his usual late-night interview routine. Known for his sharp wit and dry humor, Myers was the perfect person to appreciate Clarkson's playful personality and enthusiasm for creating something fun and memorable. The fact that the cocktail was a thematic nod to two of the most entertaining personalities on The Voice made it even more fitting. Throughout the segment, Clarkson's genuine affection for her fellow coaches was evident. Whether she was reminiscing about The Voice memories or laughing over a shared inside joke, it was clear that Clarkson cherishes the friendships she's built over the years. The playful banter between her and Myers, combined with the fun cocktail creation, made for an engaging and enjoyable segment. Myers, of course, appreciated the creativity behind the drink as well as Clarkson's upbeat, positive energy. I feel like I just took a sip of the voice magic, he joked, holding up the glass for the camera. Fans respond. The cocktail and the coaches. Fans watching the segment couldn't help but share their thoughts on social media, with many commenting on how fun and entertaining it was to see Clarkson in action. I love Kelly Clarkson's energy, and this cocktail sounds amazing, one fan tweeted. She's the perfect person to make a Blake and Gwen themed drink.